Okay, sir, so here we are on Oyler Avenue in Oak Hill. So we'll do an exterior walk around once we complete the inside here. You can see we still have some snow on the ground, so I don't want to track up the house too much, so I'll do that. So but right here, this is the front entry, front of the house facing the road. You can see the church is right across the road here. Now this road, Oyler Avenue, going through Oak Hill, you're going to see a fair amount of traffic on this. It's not going to be super heavy, but probably fairly steady throughout the day, I would imagine and anticipate. So looks like the house sits about 25 feet off the road. Sidewalk, I think there's a sidewalk that runs alongside of the road, public sidewalk, and then I would imagine that there is a sidewalk here in the front of the house. It's probably difficult for you to see, but looks like an outline of the edges of the sidewalk right here. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get started on the walkthrough. So this is the living room as you walk through the front door of the house. As you can see, the video probably doesn't do it justice. This is a rather large living room, especially for the size of house that this is. So it appears to be at least 20 feet wide from edge to edge that direction. Depth-wise, it looks to be probably around 16 feet wide. I'm just guesstimating here. So through here, obviously that goes downstairs, which we'll get to directly. To the left opens up into the kitchen on this floor. They have the water dripping just because it's been so cold the last few days. It was with wind chill well below zero. But that's kind of rare for us, honestly. So when it gets down that cold, we just let the water drip, especially in vacant homes. So you can see the cabinetry. It looks to be solid oak. Pantry beside the refrigerator has plenty of shelving in here. Nice condition. You have an outlet up there for some reason or another. I'm not sure why, but at any rate, it's there. So you have an electric range, and then laminate countertops, of course. And this is currently, it's listed at just under 120,000. So, priced as such, I think there's a lot of room to make the upgrades that would make it a little more comfortable for you. And I wouldn't be afraid of not ever getting your money back out of it in this location and the size of this house. So this is the dining room. And it's ample sized for a formal dining room. And then it opens back and goes right back into the living room. So it has nice flow and circulation through this house in terms of, pedestrian traffic. The ceiling in here has the ceiling tiles that are individual, but they glue up. That's what that is. And also that is what is in the kitchen as well. But in the living room, it's textured drywall. Looked like they did it's not the popcorn ceilings, but it's like the knockdown style texturing. Walking back through again, here's the opening back into the living room, and you have 2 bedrooms on this end with a bathroom in the middle. The floors in here are kind of mixed. The living room, dining room, and the 2 bedrooms here have oak hardwoods, actual real hardwood floors, and this bathroom and the kitchen has a it appears to be a vinyl plank flooring, which I actually like. The vinyl plank, it's the luxury vinyl planking, waterproof. It's very durable, doesn't show a lot of dirt, and doesn't scratch very easily, so I'm actually a fan of that. Shower curtain for your shower and tub combination. The caulking obviously needs replaced around the surround. It's getting a little mildewy, but that's an easy fix. I wouldn't be surprised if the trim work around the window needs replaced. It's such an area of high moisture that tends to kind of rot, honestly, with all the moisture that's in that surrounding area. 36, maybe 30-inch single vanity, but obviously you have plenty of room here to extend that if you'd want to put, I imagine a 48-inch or even 60-inch may fit in this alcove here. The walls here are paneling. It's painted paneling. I imagine it's the same thing that's in here, which isn't painted. And of course, there's a few areas where it's bowed a little bit, but probably really easy to fix that, or you could easily drywall this depending on your preferences. Floor is in really good shape. That's probably original to the house. And there is a spot here that's discolored, but not super noticeable. Closet, you have two hanging racks. That's a junction box up in the corner. Let's see. Some of the light bulbs in the house is they're blown and need replaced, but that's that one bedroom. Let's go on to the other bedroom down the hall. These are really nice doors, actually. They feel like solid wood doors, original hardware, probably original door as well. I like the panels that they have. It has a lot of character. Of course, that's you can see the access to the shower, bathtub faucet right there. And they have a panel cover. They just have it off, so unsure why they have it off. It could be that they just want to show you that that's the access. Not sure, but this bedroom is slightly smaller than the previous, but it still feels like ample space. Of course, depending on what size furniture you have, dictates that, I would imagine. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go upstairs and show you upstairs before we head down into the basement. So in order to get upstairs, we go through the kitchen into the laundry room. And since I'm standing here, I'll go ahead and open up the door to the back deck. They let me know that the handrail on the back deck is not very secure and needs tightened up. You can see how loose it is right here. So it's kind of roped off. They don't want anyone on that for obvious liability reasons. This is a nice covered back porch. You know, it's a neighborhood view. Houses are fairly dense in this area, but even with the density of the homes here, your yard is pretty generous to be in town. And it slopes to the back some from the street, but it's just a gentle slope. I know it's very difficult to tell how the land lies, but you can kind of see with the shadow of that, it's following the slope downward to the backyard. I'll have to look at the property lines. I would imagine the depth of the lot goes to the fence corner here and likely goes over to that tree, or it could follow alongside the driveway, but I'd have to look that up on a map and see exactly where that is. Anyways, so this is the laundry room. Looks like at one time they had a water leak. Not sure if that, it could possibly be from the roof, I suppose, but with there being a floor above us, I wonder where the bathroom upstairs is. So we have to look at that. But it looks like it was a previous leak. I'm not certain that it's still leaking. Of course, that's a determination the home inspector has to make. I feel like the carpets here, I mean, they look okay, but I feel like they need cleaned at the very least. Kind of, not a very strong odor, but there's a slight odor of maybe a dog that's been in here. Again, I stress that it's slight, it's not overwhelming or anything. So there's a settlement crack here that's been repaired, but you can still see where it was. I'm not sure if it's still settling or what, but that's something to be aware of. A house with this amount of age on it, it's very common to see settlement. So in other words, I wouldn't rule it out right away without further investigation. So yeah, so this is the bathroom upstairs, and we are really close to being under or above the laundry room. So it's possible that it could have just overflowed it. You know, they could have had a kid up here taking a bath and splashing water in it, and it going down and damaging the ceiling below. It's possible. But, so, a little storage, shelving behind, recessed into the wall there. The roof slopes right here. I'm about 6'1", and I can stand in the center of the room, but obviously you can see that you go to the left there, it's going to start sloping downward. But that's the bathroom, and there's the two additional bedrooms up here. So here's one of them. That looks like something to do with internet. Have a cable going to that device. I don't think it has anything to do with the house. Not sure if they were using this as a bedroom, or it kind of appears that they were using it as a closet. There's also a built-in closet over here. And that's probably an existing heater. I don't necessarily believe that it's still in use or operation, but I don't know for sure. But I don't think that it is. And going over here at the stairwell again. To the right of the stairwell is another bedroom. That is an air conditioner that you vent through the window. This window is brand new, it appears, or very new. I don't know if it's brand new, but it's very new. And then you have an additional closet, and this is just access to ductwork and the part of the attic that isn't finished. I see that they've probably had a mice problem. As you can see, they have several baited traps. Again, that's not terribly uncommon, but especially in vacant houses and this time of year, as you're well aware, I'm sure. I lived on a 1,000-acre farm for about 5 years is all I could handle with that, and that was such a common thing for us. All the field mice would try to run in, and it was a constant battle, and so it's sometimes frustrating if you can't get those under control, but I don't foresee that being the case here in town without the many pastures and fields around. All right, so let's go ahead and traverse down into the basement. Handrail is a little low for me, but again, average height, I guess. But it feels a little low to me at 6'1". Here's your boiler. So you have a boiler. I'm not sure that it's in operation. All the pipes are cold, so that indicates to me that it is not, but it's still in place, which could be brought back online if needed be. The windows down here look like they've been updated as well. Of course, you have this kitchen area, additional stove, looks like a gas range. Some ceiling repair needs to be done. I mean, I'm not sure how much you would finish out this space, but yeah, the light switch to the fixtures on the ceiling. The ductwork down here. See some of these, there it goes. These whole fluorescent fixtures sometimes takes a while to get going. Nice size water heater, gas. Slight step up. Talking maybe 2 inches. Just enough to stub your toe on if you don't remember that it's there. I'm not sure the age of this water heater. Sometimes difficult to tell, but you have a toilet, a sink, and a corner shower. This looks like a new furnace that they've had put in at some point. The ductwork looks all new. Can't necessarily, I'm not entirely sure where to look for the dates on these things. But if they have a seller's disclosure, they should indicate that. But certainly a newer system. That's just a tray sitting there. I thought, make sure there wasn't any water in that. It's not. Here's your, I know you can't see this, it's way too dark. I apologize. This light fixture here, the bulb needs replaced, but trying to see if it's 200 amp. I imagine that's 200 amp. It appears to be. Little fireplace here, built in. It's just a little closet under the stairwell, just for storage. And I know you can't see that. It's a little dark. Over here goes down into the garage. It's a pretty deep garage. It's certainly only a one-car garage. Have a gas heater right here. A manual garage door. It does not have an opener on it, but that would be an easy addition. You have power right here already. You could easily add that. You have 1, 2, 3, about 4 steps up into the basement. And then an exterior door, which we'll see from outside. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take these lights and cut them off here. A little bit of peeling paint on the concrete floor. Overall, I think the condition of the house is in pretty good shape, particularly for the price point that they're at and the age of the home. There's certainly improvements that could be made. We'll go ahead and head outside and do a walk around there. It's actually really warm in here today. I don't know what they have the heat set to, but that's actually only set to 58, but it feels pretty comfortable. Okay. So this is really like a cross street, but really the main street, and I'm sure you probably can't see that from here. I don't know if I can zoom in or not. There's an intersection near that bicycle. That's the main road going through Oak Hill. So that's going to be much more crowded and busy than this street, but it is a cross street, so you can actually get to the Route 19 down there. You probably can't, but here at the very end of the video, you can see a little road sign. That's Route 19. And walk around back. So the driveway's right here. I didn't park in the driveway today. I just parked across the street because there's snow and things. It was just easier for me to just walk across. So here's the condenser unit, and it looks brand new too. Looks like the electrical service drop is very new as well. So that is all great things. Those are the very expensive items that makes renovating expensive. So that's really nice that those are already done. You can see kind of how the driveway curves around back to the back towards the garage. And here is that back entry in the basement that I said we could. That's basically at the very bottom of the stair landing. This is paved, it looks like. You see some pavement starting to come through here on the edge. And there's a little bit of better perspective on how the side yard lays. I can't tell anything at all about the condition of the roof, obviously with all the snow on there. Yeah, so this is it. Let me know if you have any more questions or if I can help you in any other way. Take care.